Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Hand here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. Tonight, I'm very exciting for all our video marketer friends and for those who want to get into videos but doesn't know how to start, right? Well, what is the #1 challenge you're getting when you're making videos? Well, it's the fundamentals, right? So what do I need exactly to say? What do I exactly to do? How do I structure my video so powerful enough, so engaging enough, people gonna, at the end of the video, gonna take in action, the call to action, whatever you want them to do, to buy your product, to buy your affiliate promotion products, to opt into your list, and whatever it is, how do you magically do that, right? So that's the most often asked the question to all my fan mails. Every single day, almost comes, if not every day, probably every other day, I get those mails saying, how do I make the videos? Now I got the tools, now I got the fancy graphic, fancy intros. How do I put them together? How do I construct it enough so that it's actually very effective, okay? All right, so by the way, if you're not doing videos inside your marketing, you're basically leaving a lot of money on the table. And as a smart internet marketer, we don't wanna do that, right? So what if, let me ask you one question. What if I have found someone has developed a proven system to help you exactly achieve just that, okay? It's a time-tested, proven system, not only just working for small affiliates, but also for million-dollar gurus. They all follow this the same system. In fact, he is the guy behind the stage creating all these stunning videos for the big marketers, and if you can afford him, smart marketers as well, okay? So I have seek him out, so that I think this is really gonna help you with your video conversion, with your video creations, okay? So it's time to put your magic tool together and make all this happen, all right? So this is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, I have invited Joey here to talk about this. Joey, if you have bought his product before, if you have seen him around before, he's the guy make the best video, make even better, much better video than I make, okay? All right, so he actually is the guy behind the scenes that I asked him about the camera equipment, about the lighting, about the background, everything. What do you need to do to set it up? How do you create that effect? This is the guy to go to, okay? And also, how do you write the scripts? How do you make what is your process to writing that converting scripts so every single time when people watch the video, the conversion goes up, okay? Learn a lot of things from this guy, and I am so happy to invite him to share the same secret I know for a long time. Now he's gonna review to you. Let me just kind of give you a sneak preview here. There are 3 secret elements you must have in your videos. If you're not doing these 3 elements, you're not doing it right, okay? Let me just put it that way. So at the end of this interview, he's gonna introduce a brand new product of his that's gonna go to more detail about exactly how everything works, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, please let me have the pleasure to introduce this awesome product to you. And the name of the product, ladies and gentlemen, it's called the Video Induction System. Video Induction System. What I love about this course so far is Joey has this talent to explain things in kind of layman's term that when you listen to it, you understand, oh, yeah, that's right, I need to do that. Yeah, that makes sense. For example, he said you need a hook, you need a story, you need a call to action, okay? Of course, you're gonna go more detail about what they are, how to creating them, and how do you generating them, how to write them, how to scribe them. In detail inside this course, but you understand, oh yes, as you listen to it. That's kind of impression you're gonna get when you get to the professional designed membership area. All the videos are fairly short, and if you really dedicate, you can knock it out in less than an hour, okay? And then you're gonna get a secret formula to making a lot of money with the videos, okay? All right, so I think 90% of people out there posting video are not doing this, okay? So here's the secret, and for a very affordable price, you can go grab it, okay? All right, so anyway, so you're gonna absolutely love this product. This is a very impressive product, by the way. Let's come back to the interview here. So Joey is gonna talk about his unique way to get into internet marketing. He actually was very smart. You find somebody or really has its establishment in internet marketing, a huge establishment, and offered his video making techniques, skills to him. And in exchange, he teaches him about internet marketing. That's how he got started. So you want to listen more detailed story be inspired, and just find out, hey, there's not the only one way to make money on internet marketing, get into the internet marketing industry, but there's also many creative ways. So you use your creative mind. That's a God-given gift for you. Why not? You got to use that. Okay, so learn from that and be inspired by it. Okay, that's why I always do the story. And he had a lot of failure before. All right. So but he also shares some awesome success with you to kind of inspire you as well. So and inside this video, he's gonna go in details about talking about those 3 secret elements you must have inside your video to make it effective, to make it engaging, and to make that convert. Okay, so that's what we spend all the time making all these awesome videos here for, right? So, and you're gonna absolutely love that, and plus on top of that, he has discussed some other video marketing secrets. So you guys gonna have to watch this interview to find out exactly what he's talking about. Now, before I leave here, I want to share 2 things. Okay, all right. So bonuses and early bird. Okay, I have fought very hard to get the early bird. Okay, he originally does not want to do it. He even mentioned in the interview he might do it, early bird might not. So I have pushed him hard now. Say, hey, hook me up, bro. Right? That's what they all say. So he did. Okay, so for my list, right, and for a very exclusive people's list, you get to catch this course at a discounted rate at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The product officially launching at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you, my friends, are gonna get in there 2 hours early and you grab at a discounted price. So I want you to be enjoying that and grabbing those flexible price. And I got you one more exclusive bonus from him. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave that as mystery bonus. Okay, so when you grab from my link, you're gonna get awesome mystery bonus as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's all enjoy this awesome interview, learn a lot of insider video video making secrets, that's what I'm gonna say, and start implementing in your videos and start seeing some awesome results with your videos as well. Okay, all right, so again, this is your friend Han. Until next time, may your 2014 be bigger, stronger, larger than ever before, and please keep smiling. This is your friend Han again, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Cheers. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here this afternoon. And today I'm very excited for all my video marketers, well, for those who want to do videos. And I think one of the biggest challenge for someone to start video is actually what the heck to say inside your videos, to how to make your video really convert. Well, that's why Joey is here to teach you some awesome technique on that, and also some video editing techniques makes your video stands out from the crowd, right? So be very exciting about that. At the end of this interview, Joey is going to be introduce a brand new product of his. I think every single video marketer should grab this because this guy knows what he's doing if you have seen any of his videos. Okay, all right, so I'm going to let him talk about what that is in detail inside this interview as well, so be super excited about that as well. Before we get into the excitements here, let's kind of learn how Joey got started with internet marketing, but most importantly, what exactly did he do to achieve a level of success that he has today? So Joey, could you kind of take over the mic, share your internet marketing story with us today?
Absolutely, man. First of all, just thanks for having me here, man. I really appreciate it. So obviously, I basically used to do like a 9-to-5 job. I was working in like the office and doing sales, a lot of sales work. And actually, that's where I actually really learned how to sell stuff over the phone and face to face. And basically, that was my life. Literally going to work 9 to 5. It was a struggle, man. I wasn't getting paid a lot of money, and it really was kind of a boring lifestyle. And then, basically, on the side of that, I used to do a lot of photography work and video work. I used to do like wedding videos and birthday parties and things like that. And then eventually, as time kind of went on, I started getting businesses asking me to do videos for them. So I started doing a little bit of work by businesses around the area, like dentists, museums, and lawyers, and things like that. And essentially, at the time, I didn't know anything about conversions or anything like that. All I knew was, look, this company wants to basically get more customers, so I need to make a video to help them get more customers. That was it. That's all I knew. So what I did was I basically went and took all the stuff I was learning from my sales formulas, and as in from my telephone sales and my face-to-face sales, and I basically applied it to the video world. So I basically started creating scripts out of what I was learning from the sales world and creating these really cool little script videos for local businesses. And I didn't know if it was going to work when I first done this, but to my surprise, we were doing really well. We started getting some really good results for our businesses. I think the first business we were doing it for was like a car museum. And we went ahead and increased the amount of people that were coming to that museum by like 30%, like just because of the video that they started using online. And it was amazing. Like we had some really good success with that business there. And then it kind of just spread from there, like word of mouth. Like people started asking me to do videos for them and that kind of thing. But I wasn't getting paid a lot of money for it. Like I didn't really know how much it was worth at the time. And
man, I should took advantage of that.
yeah, like I didn't really have a clue. Like I was young and stuff, and I was naive basically. And then in September 2012, I actually lost my job, so I had to find a way to basically make money. Like I wasn't making any money from that. I had bills to pay and all the rest of it. So what I decided to do was, instead of struggling with the local clients, I thought, okay, well, why don't I just take this online? Like there must be millions of people online that need to get videos done. So I went, took the stuff online, and I came into the internet marketing community. And my goal was to basically impress the community. I wanted to show people, look, Joey knows what he's doing. Hire Joey. He can help you basically increase your conversion with video. So what I decided to do was I approached like a well-known marketer, which was Alex Jeffries at the time. And I just said to him, hey, dude, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to help you make your videos better. Like, if I help you make your videos better, would you help me to understand the whole online thing? Like, could you do that for me? Alex said, cool, that's fine. So I started doing videos for Alex. We've done a couple of different types of videos for him. And then the results we were getting from his videos were crazy, right? Like we created one video that was basically going viral in our community, and everyone watched that video and they were just blown away by it. And the crazy thing about that video was it wasn't about how good it looked or anything like that. It was all about the story, and it was all about the way it was written. And that's what got people basically emotionally engaged with the story, and that's what was making people buy stuff from Alex. He uses that video not just for like a WSO, but he uses it for his seminars. He uses it for priming his coaching students. He literally picks up like $10,000 clients by using that video. So that just showed me, okay, like I'm onto something. I know I've got something powerful here that really works. So people started asking me questions and said, hey, Joey, how the hell did you do that? How do you get that kind of video together? And that's when I went ahead and started saying, okay, I'm going to start teaching people how to do this. So we released our first product last year and done really, really well. And really, that was a case study in itself, because I went and used the same principles that I applied to the videos that I've done for local businesses on my own sales page. And that video, we were converting it at 20%, and we done $80,000 online with that particular kind of video. So that was kind of proof in itself, and it was making me more confident in the fact that, hey, I think I know what I'm doing here. Like I really think I know how to get people to buy with video. And because of that success that we had over the last 14 months, we've had a lot of people that have worked with us in the online world and the offline world, even behind the scenes, like some big marketers that we haven't really publicly made aware, like to people that we've actually worked with them. And we've really blown their conversions through the roof. So after doing this for kind of 14 months, over the last 14 months, we've tweaked the script and really fine-tuned and optimized the way we make our videos to pretty much guarantee that you're going to get higher conversion rates. So I'm pretty confident.
Like, just want to kind of give a little teaser for the audience here is that Joey was able to take a 4% conversion to 70% conversion for himself on the sales side. We're going to talk about a little bit more about this a little bit later on in this interview. Just want to give you guys a little bit teaser here. This is real stuff here. From 4% to 70%, that's a huge, huge jump right there.
Absolutely, man. So we done. Just to jump in there. The conversion rate that we did there was Alex Jeffries' video, and we went from 4% to 17%. So 17%. Okay. Okay. And then there's been a couple of other people as well, and I'll show you the results like later on as Hans said. So basically, what we've been doing over the last year is just optimizing videos and making them better for people. And really, I just felt, look, I need to create another course. Like, I need to do something new now, because I've got new stuff now, and I've got a really, really simple process. It's literally a step-by-step, hold-by-the-hand process where all you got to do is just follow these little simple steps, and you can create a high-converting video literally in like an hour, okay, like an hour and a half maybe, right? It's like very, very fast, very simple, and it's straight to the point. And this is what we use in our business videos. Like, You know, they pay us thousands and thousands of dollars. Like my clients pay like $5,000 upwards to get these kind of videos created. So I just thought, hey man, like I need to teach this to people because they can make some serious money with this, like just by kind of following this formula. And that's where we are now, man. And I think with the recent kind of wave of video maker, like Peter kind of putting out a video maker FX a little while ago, I think this kind of product that I'm putting together right now complements that so well, because a lot of people have bought video maker FX, and that's great. But the biggest thing that I've seen people having issues with, and I know this because I'm actually working really closely with Peter, right? I done a webinar with his customers yesterday. We had 1,000 people on that webinar. We maxed it out. And the number one burning question from everyone was, oh, what do I even say in the video? Like, how do I get people to buy it?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's why I think right now, this is the product that people need, because this is going to help people to like take those videos they make in Video Maker and basically shoot it through the roof. So I'm excited. It's a perfect time to put this out.
I'm also very, very excited. I've been ever since your first launch, and I've learned a lot of things from you, whether it being video editing, whether it being what equipment to get. Some of you watching this thinking my video awesome. Well, part of it is because Joey, it's been kind of secretly kind of mentoring me behind the scenes, and I'm really grateful for that. And I'm very, very exciting. But like not Pete, I'm sorry, Joey. What Joey said here, it's not about those effects that's making the sale. It's actually the structure and the to make those conversions. That's exactly what he's going to talk about inside this interview. So you guys really need to get your pen and paper out right now and to turn off all your other stuff. Really pay attention to what he has to say in the next couple of minutes here. Joey, so I want to always ask this question to everyone who I interview. Obviously, you went to the very, very cool way to approach someone who's already successful and offering something, a knowledge that you have, and Alice perhaps at the time you don't have, or the person to do it. And you did this trade, kind of made a shortcut into your internet marketing career. Kind of from there took it off. It's a great trade. So what would it be your advice for someone who just starting out with internet marketing, perhaps hasn't found their right direction yet, to main focus yet? What would be top 3 advice to give to them? Just maybe think back to when you started. How did you come up with the idea, hey, I need to approach somebody who's already successful? Maybe to knowing what you know right now, giving more additional tips to that as well. Absolutely, man.
I mean, first thing I would say is you don't have to do it that way. Like the reason I'd done it that way was because I was completely clueless as to what I was going to do. And I just thought, hey, like this is probably a good shortcut. And it worked out pretty well, but it's not the only way that you can do it. Like the fact is now that I know that my formula actually works and that's really powerful, the real thing now is, look, you can go and do this without having to hire a coach or going to see a coach. You can do this yourself. Like all you got to do is have something to sell. Right? And if you're online, you should be always trying to have something. You should always have something to sell, whether it's your own product or whether it's an affiliate product. You know, otherwise there's no way to make money, right? You got to sell something. So as long as you've got something to sell, just follow the simple formula, and you want to basically just use that scripting formula to make money. You can use the videos on YouTube. You can put it on your own website. You know, there's so many ways that you can advertise with video. Like, I mean, Han, you know, there's literally hundreds of ways where you can advertise with video and kind of direct it to affiliate links. So you know, you don't need to have a product or anything. You can literally just pick a product on ClickBank or JVZoo, whatever it is that you want to promote, and create a video. Like, create a video, put it up there, and see what happens. Like, get some traffic to it and watch it convert. Like, honestly, like, it really is that simple. And I could have done that, but at the time when I started out, I just didn't have the confidence. And, you know, that's fine. Like, some people aren't confident, some people are confident. I'm here telling you now, like, after everything that I've been through, you can do this by yourself. Like, you don't have to go and hire a coach. You know, I recommend that you should hire a coach if you can afford it, because coaches are amazing and they do really help. But if you don't have the money, if you don't have the time, and you want to just kind of go out there and start making money as soon as possible, just go out, put the video together, and watch the results. That's what I would say.
So that's one tip. Do you have maybe 2 more to give it out?
Absolutely, man. Like, so I mean, one thing I would do is I can give you like a quick rundown of like a couple of conversion secrets that I. Well, let's
save that in the question area a little. Okay, well, we'll just kind of jump straight to the question area here right now. Let's talk about why did you pick videos? Obviously, you were doing photography, wedding videos, and all kinds of videos. Besides that point, why do you think, for those who are not yet into video doing a video yet as part of their marketing channels should be doing video by now. I mean, if you're not doing it, you're falling behind. Why do you think anybody should start with the video marketing? What makes this different than any other marketing communication as well?
Sure. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you're not using video, right, you are literally leaving money on the table, okay? And the simple reason is because video is basically the #1 medium on the internet right now. And not just on the internet, on the planet, okay? We all watch television, we all watch movies, we all go to the cinema. Movies are basically in front of our eyes, and video is in front of our eyes pretty much for the majority of the day. So if you're not using video, you are pretty much living in the old era of marketing. We used to say a couple of years ago that video was the future, but now it's not really the future anymore. It's pretty much the present, okay? And the big reason why all the top entrepreneurs, all the top businesses actually use video is because of the statistical facts, right? And what I'm about to tell you now is pure facts. This isn't made up figures. These are figures that we've pulled from statistical websites, and this is stuff that we've researched ourselves and kind of seen the results for ourselves. So the first thing is, you're going to get an increase in the number of sales, all right? You're basically pretty much going to be jumping your conversion rate up anywhere by 30 to 50% by using video. This is a proven statistic that using video on your website and trying to sell something with a video will increase your conversion rate all the way up to like 50%, and you can get even more kind of explosive growth from the videos, all depending on how you script out that video, okay? The second thing is that people are 85% more likely to buy something after they've watched a video about a product or a service. So once upon a time, it was cool. You would go to the sales page and there wouldn't be any video on the page, but simply by adding that video onto the page, there's a massive 85% jump and a chance that people are actually going to say, oh, do you know what? I want to actually buy this product, okay? So the third thing is, Google loves video, right? So if you're looking at SEO, you're looking at ranking things, Google loves video. So if you want to rank, if you want to get things to the top of Google, you want to go on page 1, video is basically the way to go. So that's just how powerful that medium actually is. And another really cool thing about video is you can actually increase the amount of click-through rates you get in your emails. So if you send out an email to your customers, I mean, I know like some of you might not have an email list right now, but hopefully that's what everybody's trying, kind of like aspiring to do, right? Is build up that customer base. Once you get to that level where you have got customers, if you tell your customers that you're going to send them to a video, you're actually increasing the chances of people clicking that link by around about 3 to 7%. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of an increase, but if you actually look at the exponential amount of emails that you're actually sending out, that can be like the difference between like kind of 100 or 200 people. So you're literally getting a whole load of more sales in just by having that small percentage increase. And that's the thing that people really got to understand about conversions. It's not about increasing your conversions by 50 or 60 or 70% all the time. Literally, a 10% conversion increase can get you hundreds of sales. Like, it's not just that you're going to get 5 or 6 more sales. You can literally get hundreds of more sales with that tiny increase. So you really have to think about it in that perspective. And that's that's really it, man. Like, that's what video can do for you. But there's a lot of other reasons, like credibility. You can build authority. You build and trust. I mean, you're watching this video right now with Han. Han puts out a lot of these videos. And one of the reasons that you guys watch these videos is because Han's personable on screen. So it builds his authority and his credibility, and we all trust Han. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're all here because we trust what Han's got to say about the product. And that's really it. Like, it builds your brand in a massive way. And I think, Han, you can probably speak to this yourself about how big your brand has kind of grown from using these kind of videos.
Yes, and before I get into that, I want to give one quick tip. Since you mentioned the email, if you email to a video, people are going to see, well, I can testify for that because all my stuff are videos related. Well, my personal reason is I can speak English very well, but I can't write English very well. So my solution is let's just make videos. What the heck? So, one tip, if you do kind of want to, implement video as a part of your email marketing, is you take a screen capture of your video and embed that as an image inside your email. That's going to even increase a little bit more conversion, but every click counts, right? So I just want to give that quick tips out there for those who want to start doing video. So always take capture of the best screenshot of whatever you're trying to, the part of the video, and use Snack or whatever the software you use for you ones out there. Secondly, I want to talk about why I think video is powerful. I mean, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. First of all, the cost of a production has been dramatically dropped. I mean, I remember back the days, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was using old handheld camera that cost thousands of dollars and don't even get a half of the quality as this amazing DSLR camera. I'm not saying you guys got to do that, but I'm just saying comparison to what I was doing. And you're going to take hours and hours just taking that kind of format from the camera to the flash format that can be played on the online, and that's like hours and hours of like take your entire day just do that. I mean, if not 2, 3 days. But nowadays you got this phone, right? You got like if you have iPhone, you pretty much have a video camera right here you can use. And the cost of the equipment's be dramatically dropped relatively. And the cost of hosting the videos, I mean, YouTube, we can just host it for free. And back the days, you actually had to pay per bandwidth, you know. So, and the speed of the infrastructure of the internet has increased. Even in a third world country, you now, even on the mobile phone, you can pretty much watch the video without a pause anymore, and pretty high quality. So all these trends has working together to really bring out the videos. And another things that you need to think about is we all been, since a little kid, we all been trained to watching movies and televisions and shows and all that stuff. So it's already pretty much pre-programming us to watching videos, right? So that made the things even easier. And again, like what he said here, you're gonna build authority, you're gonna build trust, you're gonna build brands, and that's what really need to have in order to make any kind of sales. So if you're not, the end of the story is if you're not doing video yet, you better start, because you're kind of already a little bit behind already. But hey, you know, by getting Joey's course, you're gonna be catch up really, really fast, because whether you're doing in-person video like this, or you're doing PowerPoint video, which is what he's gonna show you, or any kind of video, you need that structure. You need that structure. That's exactly what he's gonna teach you in here for a minute. So let's kind of jump into the next question is, what is that proven formula you always using whenever you're creating a video? It doesn't matter, it's like the fancy video you create for Alex or the PowerPoint video you're creating for your clients or yourself. What is that secret formula?
Well, to be honest with you, I can't give you the entire thing, because like that's what really the course covers. But what I can give you is obviously 3 things that I think every video should have to basically either increase your retention rate, increase your sales, or increase your opt-in rates. So if you just do these 3 things for any kind of video you do, even if it's a training video, you're going to get a lot more engagement by using these 3 little things. So the 3 things are this, okay? You're basically essentially having to do one thing in your video, and that is capturing people's attention and then keeping people's attention. And that's really what the biggest challenge is when it comes with anybody who's trying to create a video. Like, they struggle to basically keep people's attention. And the reason that happens is because they're not saying the right things. Okay? So you have to say the right kind of things to get people to watch your video from the start, and then to the middle, and then from the middle to the end. And then when they get to the end, you have to say the right things for them to actually buy from you, or give you their email address, or, you know, watch the next video, wherever it is that you're trying to get them to do at the end of the video. So let me tell you the 3 things, right? The first thing is you need to have a hook. Now, a hook essentially is the big beneficial reason why somebody needs to watch your video to the very end. So a very simple example would be like if I was to say, hey, in this video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how I went from being X amount overweight to being X amount like in shape. Okay, so I'm basically just saying, or I can say something like, I'm going to show you how I went from being completely flat broke to earning more than $5,000 a month in X amount of time. But first, let me tell you about where I came from. All right. So if you see what I'm doing there, I'm basically giving them a big hook about how much money I earned in X amount of time. Okay. And then I'm saying, but first, let me tell you something else. And what that is called a pattern interrupt. And essentially what that's doing is making someone say, like, I really want him to tell me that now, but because he said, but first, I'm going to wait for him and see like what he's going to say later on. And essentially what it's doing is making people hold on to your video. It's making them kind of clinch to their seat and say, oh, when is he going to talk about that thing? And it is a little bit annoying for the viewer, because you kind of just told them you're going to tell them something, but then you don't tell them, right? And it does annoy them. But that annoyance that they have is what psychologically actually keeps them on your video, because they really need to know. And human psychology says that we can't keep things open. We always need to look for some form of closure. So that's why if you watch the start of a movie, even if it's a really bad movie, for some reason we need to watch the whole movie because we need to see the end of it. We can't just we really feel uncomfortable when we just kind of stop a movie. We have to watch it. Okay. And there's so many shows on TV that do this, so many blockbuster movies. A really good one is Breaking Bad. I'm pretty sure most people know Breaking Bad. And what they like to do in Breaking Bad is they start the show off with a scene that's going to happen much later on in the series, right? They show you something that's happening way in the future. And then what they do is they stop that, and then they show you the title Breaking Bad, and then they go all the way back to the story. And the reason they do that is because it makes the viewer say, hold on, like, what's going on? Like, what's going to happen there? When is that going to happen? And they watch the entire episode waiting for that one moment because they need to see it. They need to see what's going to happen. And then, because it's a series, what they do is they don't show you it in the whole episode. They make you watch the next episode. So really what you could do by using that simple trick of just coming with the hook and then moving into a story, you're actually going to get people to watch your entire video all the way to the very end. So that's step one, having the hook. And then step two is what I just said, having the story. Tell them the story. Tell them about all the struggles that you went through. Tell them about all the things that you faced that were really problematic for you in your kind of career or whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So if you're trying to sell a weight loss product, tell people about how you were overweight. If you're trying to sell a product about making money online, tell them about how you weren't making money online. Because the one thing that's going to do is going to help you to relate with the customer and relate with the person that's watching your video. Because the truth is, most people can't relate with success, but they can relate with the failure. So by you telling them about the failures, you can actually build authority, you build a tremendous amount of credibility and trust, and those two things add up to money. Like, that's what makes people want to buy from you, because you're putting yourself in a position where they once were. And by doing that, they have trust in you. So that's the second thing, is tell them the story and focus on the problems first. Tell them about all the success later, right? And the third thing, to get them to actually buy from you.
Guys, write all this down. These are the your secret to money when it comes to video. So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
that's all right. That's cool, man. So then the third thing is essentially tell them what you need them to do. So do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to opt in? Do you want them to subscribe to your YouTube channel? Do you want them to hit the like button on your Facebook post? Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whether it's money, opt-ins, or emails, whatever, you need to tell them to do it at the end of the video. And I know it seems really obvious, but people are more likely to do something if you just actually tell them to do it. A really good example of this is somebody actually put up like a billboard on the street. There was like a case study that somebody done once. They put a billboard up on their street with basically just their telephone number. Okay, so they had their business details and stuff, and then they just had a telephone number at the bottom. And then they put up another sign where they had the same details, but then it said, please call the telephone number. And then what they noticed is that people were actually 70% more, like basically the 70% increase in the people that were calling that one because they actually told them to call the number. So just by simply adding those two words, hey, please call this number, they're actually making a lot more money just by using those words. So really, that's like the three hot things that I can tell you that are going to make you make a lot more money with your videos. And obviously there's a lot of other elements and little things that you can do to just keep making that thing go even higher. But every video should have those three components to make them sell, or whatever it is you're trying to get them to do.
All right, so let's kind of recap. The number one thing you have is starting out with, I'm having my notes here, is the hook. And you have some kind of hook to engage them. You'll say, well, this is what this video can do for you. State the benefit, but you say, hey, wait a minute, let me share my story with you. So there comes the story part. And once you tell the engaging story, in the story you got to tell the failure part first and say the good part for later. And then finally, most importantly, is do the right call to actions, whether being opt-ins or go ahead buy the product, whatever it is. And just want to recap here. So for those who are write it down, this is really, really cool stuff. Of course, Joey is gonna teach you more details inside his course. That's why I'm very, very excited to share his course with you. And let's talk about some of video editing techniques. I know for someone either being recording on cam or off cam, and the number one technique, a problem, not technique, is that we seems to say a lot of mistakes. If we're reading off the scripts, oh crap, I messed up here, beep here. And so, what is a faster way to editing out all the mistakes that you kind of Because you know, if you keep retaking, that's going to take an entire day. So what is your quick tips to fix that problem?
Well, if you're doing a video like this where you're actually on camera,
Mm-hmm.
obviously it can be very, very difficult because you could see when you cut the bad bits out, that you're going to see the shots kind of jumping around like this, and it's going to look weird. So
Mm-hmm.
what I like to do is it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. And what it is you use what I call B-roll footage. Now, B-roll is essentially what you would call leftover footage. And all it is you basically just use different camera angles, you shoot different types of kind of objects and things around the environment where you're standing. So let's just say Han, if Han wanted to shoot B-roll where he was right now, he could do a shot, for example, of his keyboard. Like, he's got a cool looking keyboard, he could shoot the keyboard. But you've also got like some ornaments on your desk. You could even shoot close-up shots of your ornaments or your PC or your wallpaper or whatever it is you want to shoot. And then what you do is when you cut out the mistake, you basically cover up the mistake with the B-roll shot. So what that's doing is two things. One, you're covering up the mistake, so the video looks a lot more professional. It looks like you're more fluent in the video because you're kind of delivering everything without any mistakes. And number two, you've all of a sudden made your video more interesting because it's not just one static shot. You're actually making it a lot more engaging because you've got a B-roll shot. So you're actually killing those two birds with one stone. And one of the things that does, again, remember, it's all about retention and keeping people stuck to your video. By using B-roll, you actually increase your retention rate by an incredible amount. So I always recommend using B-roll. And you know what the cool thing is about this? Most people don't do it, right? So as soon as you start doing it, you all of a sudden stand out from your competitors.
Yeah, you do that a lot in your videos. And for those who watch your videos, they know exactly what I'm talking about. You always do the cutaway and then come back and then cut away again and do come back.
Absolutely. I mean, it works so good. And like for me, it makes my editing process a lot faster because I don't have to worry about making mistakes. When you're doing your script, it's really likely people make mistakes. I do it all the time. But I don't have to stop the camera and then start again. I can just pause for a moment, leave a gap for about a couple of seconds, and then just carry on talking. And then I just use the B-roll to cover it up. So that's really a big way to save a lot of time.
So I just want to kind of mention, I don't think Joe's randomly picking the B-roll. He has a system, what B-roll to put in. So we don't have enough time here to talk about in detail, but in his course, he's going to talk about that in detail inside his course. And it's really cool stuff, guys. Like I said, I learned a lot of stuff from this guy. So let's talk about one of the most popular questions that I get asked is, Han, how do you do that fancy intro of yours? Where do you get that? So I want you to share that tips with all the audience that's watching this right now.
Sure, man. I mean, obviously, you know, Peter's put out Video Maker, which is like a tremendous tool, right? Like you can do some amazing stuff with it. But you can do stuff that's very different from that and even more higher quality than what Video Maker is. And look, I don't want to take anything away from that because it's such a powerful tool and I use it all the time. But if you want to do something that stands out even more from the audience, because I mean, let's be honest, there's like 20,000 people that bought that product. So a lot of the videos are going to start looking the same after a couple of weeks' time, right? So if you really want to stand out, what you can do is a really simple thing. You can go over to a website called Video Hive, okay? And you can basically buy animation templates. So when you buy the template, whatever template it is that you like, you can literally outsource it to somebody on Fiverr. So that's going to cost you like $5 to outsource it, and it'll cost you about $10 to $15 to buy the template. So for like $25, maybe maximum kind of $40 if you're looking at a really good animation, you can basically get a video that these people would sell to their clients for literally $10,000 to $20,000. And I'm not exaggerating these rates. If you look at Google and if you search for actual animators who create animation videos, they charge like $1,500 to $2,500 for every minute of footage. So, you know, if you're coming out with like a 6-7 minute video, the price kind of adds up. So what you can actually do is there's two things you can do here. You can create obviously very unique videos for your own business, but if you have clients that you wanted to make videos for, if you've got like offline clients or even online clients, you can use this really simple hack. Get the video made for like $40, $50 and then sell it off for like $2,000, $3,000. Now, that's a massive saving from what they would normally pay because they probably pay like 7, 8, maybe 10 grand for a video like that. So they'd be quite comfortable to pay you a couple of $1,000s for it because it's going to be cheaper in their eyes. You know, I've done that loads of times, to be honest. Like, and I find it a pretty good. It's a good ROI, right? Like, and it doesn't really take any work. So you're literally just outsourcing the work, take it to the client, and you get paid some good money for it. So that's what I would say to do that.
All right, so that's so here you go, guys, and you guys always email me about how to get this video done. And if you don't want to go to Video Hive, you can actually go to the well, my dog got so excited about this product. She's here to say hi. But you know, you can just go Fiverr. I mean, some of the people already have a set of a template. You can just look into that as well. So there's two ways to do this. But if you want your stuff more unique, go to Video Hive, get the unique template. So like he said, if everybody is going by the same things, everybody else is going to look the same. So that's not good for branding. So the choice is there. So let's talk about, next I want to talk about some of the, let's give them some background story again. Why did you come out with this product after your previous launch? And also talk about some of the results that either you or your clients already have them follow the video induction system. I just gave it the product name away. So and let's talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you know, one of the big reasons that I've done this is because results we started getting for our clients were big. You know, we were getting some impressive results. So what I'll do is let me do some screen sharing here. Like, I'll quickly show you like some screenshots from the actual sales page for the product.
Okay.
It's not a lot of stuff, but it's just like to give you an idea of kind of what we have here.
Okay.
You should be able to see it now. Can you see it?
Hold on. Yes.
Cool. So it's obviously a bit zoomed out, but hopefully you can see it. But a really simple example is like this video right here. I mean, this was like a pretty big jump. You know, we were converting a video at 4.46% for Alex, and then we took it up to 17.58%. And remember what I said earlier in the video, like a jump like this isn't just a case of like 10 or 20 sales. Like this kind of jump, you're literally going to be seeing like thousands of more sales. The way that we do like a product launch sequence, like having an increase like that, you're going to see an incredibly large amount of sales coming in with that kind of increase. And then, you know, we've got like a couple of other clients. I haven't named the clients just for like reasons that we basically kind of disclose who they were. But, you know, if you look at the numbers, you know, 26% conversions there. We were doing like $30,000 in revenue there. Got 17.5 here. That was a really big one. We've done $83,000. And in fact, this one is actually one of my own ones that I can actually show you. Is from this video right here. Now, if you actually look at the video, this is the video. Like, I'll play it, and it's really, really simple. It's literally one slide here, and if I wait a couple of seconds, it should just switch over to the next slide. If you give it a second, just like that. So literally, it's like that, one slide after the other, and I basically created this video using completely free software, free resources. And this is just a simple video. Literally, like, it's just text. It's a white background. It's got a little bit of color on the words, and that video basically went on to do the numbers that we're basically showing you here. So it really does show that it doesn't have to be an incredibly complex video. It can be a really simple to make video, but if you just say the right things, these are the kind of results you can basically get. So I can't really say it any more clearer than that, but you've got to be following this simple formula. But obviously, you know, when you guys go over to see the sales page on the day, you'll see like loads of other people that have used this program and people that have had really good success with it. I mean, in fact, one thing that I would do is I can tell you about a guy who basically, you know, before we do these kind of releases to the public, we like to get beta testers who go into the program. I met one guy called Tega, who's one of my students from my coaching, my video coaching stuff. And I gave him the product. I said, hey, look, man, just try and apply this to your own stuff and let's see what you can do. So he's got like a weight loss product that he sells for $997. And he used a simple video thing. He put a video together, and it didn't really look that great. It was pretty quickly put together in a completely free resource that I told him about. And they went ahead and sold like 48 copies of that product. For me, you know, that's like close to like, you know, we're looking at almost 50 grand there with a simple video like this, just using a really simple formula. And this guy was a newbie. Like, he's not an advanced guy. Nobody knows who he is. He's just a really simple guy from the Netherlands who's in my coaching. A completely true story, man. I mean, I might actually get, like, for the day of the release, I might have to get his conversation on Facebook and actually show it on the sales page, because it really is, like, it's a good little story, man. Yeah, he was blown away by what he was able to do with it. And so was I, frankly. Like, you know, like, it really just reaffirms that the system works, the formula works, and yeah, we're getting good results with it. I've got good results with it. And the big reason why we're doing this is because we just want to make more success stories like that, especially now, because Video Maker's out and people can make videos like pretty much like that. So if they just applied even just the small principles of the scripting section, I mean, there's so much in this course. Like, I don't want to go into everything that's in it, but even if you just applied the one section on the scripting elements to what you're doing with Video Maker, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to see some serious positive results. I mean, I know people that are selling video maker videos literally for thousands of dollars. So you start applying this stuff to it, and you actually show clients that you can convert customers and get them and make them more money. You're literally sitting on a gold mine with what you can do with this kind of system.
Okay, great. I totally agree. So let's talk about the offer itself now. I think, I mean, guys, this is the guy. I mean, if you into video marketing, you gotta get this. I mean, that's just fun words for that. Anyway, so let's talk about the offer. So let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's gonna be really benefit for getting this.
Of course, man. So the product's called the Video Induction System. We're going to be releasing on Tuesday, the 27th of May. The cart's going to be opening at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So who is the product for? Really, if you're using video right now, this product is for you. If you want to use video, this product is really for you because it's going to show you the easiest way to start profiting with video right now. Okay. Now, even if you're like a local marketer, or if you work with local businesses and local clients, you really need to pick this up and show them what you can do with simple video creation tools, okay? Because literally, you can start charging higher rates right now just by introducing them to the fact that you can use video. Like I said before, I've seen people using video now, especially with the ease of Video Maker, how quickly they're actually selling videos to clients. It's alarming. Like, seriously, they're making thousands of dollars, complete newbies making thousands of dollars by selling videos now. It's amazing. But the really big thing is this. If you've got a business online, or if you're selling something online, here's the thing, man. Use video right now, and you're going to increase the amount of sales that you're making. It really is that simple. Even if you do this badly, but even if you don't like do it well, you'll still see an increase in sales. Like, it really is that powerful. That's how good video actually is. So really, if you're in video, you want to use video, this product is for you. If you want to make more money with the stuff that you're selling, whether it's your own stuff or somebody else's stuff, you need to pick this up.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about time of the launch. Don't forget to mention that.
The time of the launch is at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, so Tuesday the 27th. That's when the cart's going to be opening up, and pretty much jump in and get ready to buy. I should say as well that we are going to be bumping up the price after 7 days. So really, you want to make sure that you're kind of getting in as early as possible and making sure that you're getting in one of those early access passes. Because I'll tell you a true story. When Peter launched Video Maker, he didn't have any intention of kind of closing that offer down. The reason he closed it down is because too many people bought the product. And I know this because Peter was like stressing out because he had like thousands and thousands of customers coming into the product. So you never really know what's going to happen. You really got to pick that product up as soon as possible and make sure you're one of the first people in there.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a huge success, and I knew it was, and I think yours is gonna be too, by the way. And so get there early, grab the early bird price. Now, are you doing any like early bird offering?
We are considering to do an early bird. I'm going to be letting all the partners and stuff know about it as soon as possible. But we will likely be doing it.
All right, guys, just kind of look out for my emails. So in case he does it, I'll make sure you guys know so you can get the deal, right? Let's talk about what's inside the front end and what's the starting out price, and is it on dime sale? And we already said 7 days, so it's a 7-day offer before the price increases. And talk about that as well. How much it's going to go? Is it going to a lot higher, or is it going to go just $10 more? Talk about that a little bit as well for those who are interested in this. Yeah, so I'll let you take it away.
Sure, man. So basically, the base package of the program Video Induction System is going to be $27 when we first go live. Okay. Then when we do the price increase, we're going to be bumping that up to $47. Okay. Now, honestly, like the amount of content that's in this program, like we should be shipping it for like $197, but really, we want to make it accessible for people. We want to make it accessible for our partners, customers. So we're coming in at $27, really nice, cheap price point, and then we're going to be jumping it up to $47 on that particular product. So in that first section, like in the Video Induction System, you're going to learn all about the scripting stuff, so how to actually create the persuasive copy, how to get people to buy with your words, right? And I'll also show you the quickest way to make your videos using completely free resources with basically screen capture style videos, and you won't have to spend any money to make those videos. You can literally get that video together in 60 minutes, you're good to go, and you can start making money with that video. And then we've also got like the upgrade package, which is that cool, Han? Like to talk about the upgrade?
Yeah, absolutely. And before jumping to that, if you one of those people have the video maker FX, but you kind of scratching your head like, what the heck do I need to say in my video? Well, get this one. We'll solve that problem. And
Absolutely, man.
you really, really is like a perfect marriage there. Like Peter made amazing software, and you make kind of this awesome course, kind of teach people, hey, what is the most effective way to get the highest conversion with the video? Well, get this, you'll find out what that is. Just let's talk about the OTO now.
Sure, man. So the OTO is basically called Video Induction System Platinum. And the reason that we basically done this is because there are people out there who want to grow their brand in a way that is going to basically stand out from the competition like anything, right? So if you look at Han, obviously Han is like a really established guy in our industry now. And one of the big reasons that this has happened is because of the live videos that Han creates. So he creates direct-to-camera videos, and these kind of videos are the ones that are going to make your brand grow massively. It's explosive growth we're talking about here. Because the reason this happens is because, number one, it creates a personality for your brand. You see the person on camera, and that's going to build what? Trust. It's going to build authority, credibility, and most importantly, it builds leadership in your industry. Because look, at the end of the day, most people aren't going to do it. Most people aren't going to create the videos. They're going to find excuses. They're going to find reasons not to do it. If you just take the effort, and honestly, it doesn't really take much effort if you follow the simple steps I'm going to show you. You just take the effort to just like create a video like that. Instantly, your business is up here because now your business has actually got a face. It's got a person. It's got branding behind it, and you can start doing so much stuff with these kind of videos. So I'm basically going to show you how to actually create those videos, like what actually creates a good direct-to-camera video, what kind of equipment to use, how to edit the videos, how to record the audio properly, how to like shoot the B-roll shots like I was telling you about using that B-roll kind of footage. I'll show you how to do that, what it really means, and how to basically best position your camera even. I'll talk you through like simple film techniques, so camera angles, framing the shots, different types of shots, so close-ups and medium close-ups and that kind of thing. I'll talk you through things about like depth of field. There's a whole host of different things I'm going to be talking to you about, and it's a massive section. Like, don't be overwhelmed by it, because you can really use it as a reference point. I'm sure Han can tell you like all the different little points that I've been talking to him about over the last year. It's like all in this program. So anytime you want to come back and you want to look at it, you can look at it. And look, it's just a one-time fee as well, so there's no membership or anything like that. You have access to the content for life. And what we're going to be doing for that is we're basically going to give it away for $67 to start out, okay? And then we're going to be bumping the price up to $97 after that 7-day period. So again, this package especially, like a lot of the content that I'm teaching in this is actually taken from my $997 course. And that's completely honest. Like I've taken like a good chunk of information from there, condensed it down and simplified it for this course so that more people can get access to this information. Because I want to see more people make these kind of videos, man. Like I really want to see people start growing the brands out and making more brands online. And this is going to help you to do that and help you to stand out. So that's the plan.
Absolutely, you're the one of the person inspired me to the format I have right now. When you first start, it really takes some time to find out the perfect sequence and everything. But if you save the template, and then you'll have to get it easier after that. So and that's really how you stand out from the crowd. I mean, it's a video, right? So and I want to ask you one question. I think a lot of people have this in mind. So for those customers who has purchased your previous huge success product before, is it beneficial for them to also grab this OTO as well? What has been added in there that makes it worthwhile to buy?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, last time, there was only really like 6 videos that we covered to do these direct-to-camera videos, and we condensed it all and kind of really like had to kind of crush the information into these videos because we wanted to kind of do it quickly. But now everything's broken down in so much more depth. And there's a lot more content in terms of techniques, different strategies that you can do with the camera, different kinds of things you can do with your cameras as well. Because remember, technology changes, man, and techniques change and styles change. And now, really, like what we're going to be doing in this course is stuff that I've been using in my real business. Because, when I launched this product last time, I didn't really have my online business at the time. I was just teaching people what I was doing at that time. But over the last 14 months, we've been doing things with clients in the offline world and the online world that have shown massive increases in conversions, but not just me, like there's other big marketers out there, like gurus that are doing these kinds of things in their videos. And really, I want to show people how they can take that stuff and do it for themselves. I mean, but at the end of the day, you want to emulate the most successful people. And I think this year's course really does that. We really focus on things that have been proven, things that work, and have been tested to increase conversion. So that's why this course is much bigger and it's much better than what we done last time.
And I can testify for that because I got a review access, and he actually went into more depth about if he has 6 videos, but he probably chunk it down to 6 videos into more little details now. And every video is kind of shorter now, so you can for easy digesting. But there's like more details going to it, like in depth of view, how to create that, like the what do you call that, the cross thing, the sections, the thirds, and he went to even more. He even have a very attractive lady inside the video as well, demonstrating that. So just give a little hint here. So and so if you seriously about making your video like stunningly good, like grab attention, this is the guy to study, and he will teach you all the tricks he has. Now, this question is kind of like not planned to ask you, but I think for a lot of geeky guys out there is going to want to ask you this is, what are your gears? Just kind of quickly. I know we're going to kind of cut this short real quickly here, but what are your gears as far as lighting, as mic, as camera goes?
So for my camera, I basically use a Canon 5D, which is it's quite an expensive camera, and honestly, you don't need to spend that much on the camera. I'm just a bit of a freak when it comes to equipment, so I like to buy the most expensive thing just for the sake of it. But you could get away with buying like a T2i, like a Canon T2i, which is like literally like thousands of dollars cheaper, and it'll be, I think it's like $500 or $600 now to get that camera, and that will give you very crisp image quality. Then for the audio, I'm basically using a H4n Zoom, which is a voice recorder, and that basically captures my voice in a separate device, because the one thing that you want to do is you want to capture your audio on a separate device. It gives you better quality. So I like capturing my audio on that voice recorder. And then for the lighting, I just have a really simple $99 setup with, it's just 2 softbox lights, and the ones that I'm using are called photo cell lights. But I think in America, in the US state, sorry, you can get the cowboy softbox lights, which are basically the same thing, and you can get them literally for like $99.
Now, you know the is a 5500 or with the color light?
Yeah, the Kelvin is a 5600 Kelvin, and that's basically what I have. They're not super powerful, but honestly, they would do the job just fine.
Okay, cool, awesome. And so what about the webcam that you're using right now? I think a lot of people might be interested in it.
I'm actually using an iMac, so the webcam's like kind of built into the thing.
You must have really good lighting set up there then.
Yeah, I've kind of switched on like all my room lights like to try to light the base up, because it's actually evening here, so it's quite dark. So I've turned all of my lights on in the room, but yeah, the iMac's got a really nice camera built into it.
Okay, cool. All right. So we talk about what's in the front, what's in the back, and I asked some additional questions here, and I think that's pretty much I need to ask you here today. But before we go, I got one very subject question is, as people watching this, especially the video marketers, especially for those who want to do videos but don't know how, they want to grab your course because they understand it doesn't matter what kind of video you make, you are going to have to know what to say, what to do inside the video to really make that video sells, right? So they want to grab this, but everyone has that little voice on the back of the head say, hey, don't take action, don't get this, because of this, that reason. So my question to you, Joey, is what, in your opinion, what makes your product so unique they should absolutely grab at launching time?
I think I'm one of the people that's actually using the stuff that I teach, and I've kind of been a proven case study in myself of what I've been able to accomplish online over the last 14 months by using these kind of videos. And really, that's the biggest thing I can say. Like, I'm a proven case study for it. And if you want to kind of replicate the things that I've been able to do in my business, and obviously things that Han's doing in his business right now as well, like, you got to take advantage of this, and you got to start doing this in your business, because really it's going to step you up and make you be the authority in whatever niche that you're in.
Yeah, your camera just froze here for a second. Okay, are you back?
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, thank you so much for spending your time and share some awesome tip here. And before we go here, do you have maybe a final words of wisdom you'd like to share?
I think the biggest thing is, for me, like, just take action on anything that you do, whether it's my product that you buy or somebody else's product. Make sure you use it, you go into it, and you really follow it through. and apply the stuff that you learn. Because if you do that, you're going to actually see some results.
Absolutely, absolutely, I totally agree. So if you don't plan to take action, don't buy it, because it's a waste of your time and money. So we want the action takers, and the stuff that he's teaching here is really, really worth at least $1,000 in my opinion, because once you learn it, you can turn that skill to sell to your offline client really, really easily for $1,000 or $10,000 because you got, he has a very unique skill here. He has he knows how to sell, and he knows how to make amazing videos. That two unique marriage is really, really hard to find in the marketplace. Some people are really, really good with selling, but they don't know how to make that fancy, unique videos for them. But some people are just really into videos, but they don't know how to sell, what to say, what to do. But combination with these two things can really do magic for you and your business and your clients as well. So go grab this at launching time, and if you're watching still with us, make sure you stay tuned watching the very, very short walkthrough/sales video, so you know exactly what you're getting. Joe, you want to give me some of your sample videos as well? Maybe I'll pin at the end of this interview as well. Maybe some of the.
Sure, man. I'll drop you some video links that you can put up.
Yeah, so that you guys you want to check out what kind of video you can make by studying this course, especially when you grab the OTO, watching those videos as well. All right, so looking out for my email tomorrow as well, so you're going to get the early bird if he decides to do so and all that good stuff. All right, so Joey, thank you so much for your time, and I'm sure I'll be looking forward to learning from more and talk to you very, very soon.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, cheers.
Wow.